Everything Donald Trump has tried has worked until now. The street fight approach, the insulting of opponents, beating up on the press, doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of interviews, kind of winging it. Those are his strengths because the people who like Donald Trump say, wow, he doesn't sound or act like other politicians. But now we may be at a point where his strengths are becoming his weaknesses. It seemed to me a couple of weeks ago, after Trump knocked Marco Rubio out of the race by winning Florida, that he was in a position now to take over this GOP race and win the nomination. And yet that night, when he met the press at Mar-a-Lago, and what should have been a big victory lap for him, he started off by complaining about a cable pundit who he thought didn't understand the delegate math correctly, and then taking a swipe at the disgusting people, the reporters, in the back of the room. And so now, rather than sort of pivot, since he has this big lead over Ted Cruz and a massive lead over John Kasich, rather than pivoting to a more sober and more restrained and more presidential style, Trump keeps doing the same thing. And one can understand why that might be the case. It's worked so far, and he's defied all the naysayers who said that he could never win the nomination or even win primaries, or he wouldn't even be able to stay in the race, by using this pugilistic style, in which he is, as he describes it, a counterpuncher. But just at a time when he might try to be a little more substantive, when he might try to be a little more restrained, maybe not pick a fight with the press every 10 minutes. He's had these series of missteps, what he said to Chris Matthews on abortion and then having to walk that back, the comments he made, the derogatory comments he made about Michelle Fields, the former Breitbart reporter who was at least manhandled by his campaign manager, who now is facing a battery charge in Florida, going after Megyn Kelly and all of that. Suddenly, Trump's negatives among women are higher, and the press, of course, is taking this narrative and trying to amplify it. Trump's got a problem with women. Trump's hostile to women. The Republican Party, therefore, has a problem with women. And so, I asked Trump about this in our last interview, like, why are you still obsessed with responding to every cable news criticism that you happen to see on the air and using Twitter as a weapon? And he basically said, look, a lot of people are attacking me. A lot of people are nasty to me. I have to fight back in return. But it does seem like we're at a point where Trump probably needs to change his style somewhat. Newt Gingrich believes so, in order to get the traction back that he had until the last couple of weeks. Interesting watching Joe Scarborough the other day on MSNBC saying Trump should stop winging it, should stop doing so many interviews. As a journalist, I don't say that. Should be quiet for a while, should give prepared speeches. In other words, do a lot of un-Trumpian things. I don't know if he's going to go there, but there is this question. Does he have the discipline at this point to change his campaign style, or is he going to continue the street fight approach that has served him so well, but can it get him to the magic number of 1237?